Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Hbar. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We are going to talk about Hbar. Once again, this is the 7-day chart. We're sitting here just above 7 cents. And, we still got a lot of very big announcements once again today. That's the one thing about Hbar. Every single day, there's more and more growth around this cryptocurrency. And that's why I said, while it's still at a very cheap price, now's the time you want to continue stacking it. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, which processes trillions of dollars of securities transactions on a daily basis, has successfully acquired Securrency, now known as DTCC Digital Assets. Reminder that Virtual Power Exchange, a joint venture between Securrency and Boss Controls, selected Hedera Hbar to create a first-of-its-kind digital energy exchange platform. The VPE will leverage the Hedera Token Service and Hedera Consensus Service to provide a trust layer for the on-ramp of selling of carbon credit renewable energy credit services, a marketplace for the sale of carbon credits, and developer tools such as SDK, API, and additional services for the tracking of carbon emission. Hedera's going very big around carbon credits because that market is just getting bigger and bigger every single year. And that's going to continue to happen even into the future. The Hedera experience is the Hashpack experience. Did you know that 99% of the applications on Hedera are integrated with Hashpack? It's our mission to develop products and services that reduce friction and spark adoption of the Hedera network. Shout out to the builders. In crypto, whenever you hear the big financial institutions talk about crypto, they always talk about friction. And we are the friction. The retail investor is the friction. And as more and more growth happens around these networks and they start to gain more and more adoption, that's when they will really want to get retail out of crypto. But as long as you keep holding these assets, you will get financial freedom. And a lot of people still don't realize that yet. They think right away, well, the price today, it's just sitting at 7 cents. And that's all they ever stay focused on. You got to look far beyond the price of crypto right now. Everything is building and expanding in real time. We're excited to announce that Fresh Supply Co. AU has integrated with the Hedera Token Service into Continuity API, enabling organizations to embed the conditional minting of tokens, both fungible and non-fungible, throughout the supply chain. FSCO's Financial Grade Continuity API migrated from the now discontinued private MasterCard Provenance blockchain to Hedera, facilitates any use case requiring event-based payment automation, particularly across the supply chain. By integrating with the HTS, the API now facilitates the conditional minting of tokens, fungible and non-fungible, ranging invoices and debts. This enables greater transparency and verifiability of payment transactions across the whole value chain. This in turn empowers financial institutions to make data-driven credit decisions, increasing lending confidence and broadening trade finance opportunities for consumers. People want to expand businesses all the time. They always got to get liquidity from somewhere. They always got to get financing from somewhere. When you can make that financing easier to obtain, that is game-changing in the real world. I look at this as another real-world use case building out on Hedera. In an effort to drive net zero goals by unlocking the potential of carbon markets, Seagrass, subsidiary of European energy giant E.ON, has announced a co-funding initiative with the Hashgraph to build a Web3 DID wallet for carbon projects. You know, everybody always says carbon credits aren't coming. They're years and years away. And I would agree with that to an extent. Once they're able to track carbon, then they will be able to bill you for carbon. That's what it comes down to. And every single day, we're watching strides made in that direction because they want you buying carbon offsets. Right now, you see big companies doing it. They want to get that down to every single person on the planet. And that's why I said, you know, if I could enrich myself by investing in HBAR, who cares if I have to buy carbon credits in the future? I'll already be rich. You will already be rich when that time comes. But you know, the people outside of crypto are also going to be facing this as well. It's going to be a tax on every single person. We're already seeing it happen at some restaurants already. Good morning, everyone. Today I want to share why we at Kabila app chose Hedera as our blockchain for our entire system, wallet, tools, launchpad, marketplace, plazas, the new social space, and academy. The very first thing they talk about is transactions. Hedera is super fast, secure, and scalable. Right now, it's handling an average of 2,000 transactions per second, with spikes of 3,300 transactions per second. Transactions on Hedera are finalized in just 3 to 4.5 seconds. Hedera can handle 10,000 transactions per second for each shard and can scale up to 490,000 transactions per second per shard in the future. It can scale infinitely with multi-sharding. Then they go on to talk about the fees as well. And that's why I said, whenever we look at these transactions that are happening at Hedera, it's a big deal because it makes a very big deal to a lot of projects that are building out on Hedera. And look at that, we reached 33 billion. I think we're still going to get either close to or we are going to surpass 40 billion by the end of this month. Top of the shop again. No fake transactions per second on Hedera. Unlike that number 2 chain with its fake TVL TPS. Surely it's time for an outage. And you see the number 2, Solana. You know, Hedera is just much better than Solana. I'm just going to leave it at that. Did you know that Hedera and Microsoft partnered up at the all to build the Guardian, unlocking a $250 billion industry? After COP28 and HBAR's partnership with the UN, the open source platform is set to become the global standard. You know, Hedera and Microsoft have worked together a lot in the past. Remember, we used to get all kinds of announcements around Hedera, Microsoft? I think that's going to continue into the future as well. Tokenization of real-world assets is a new trillion-dollar market, and Hedera is at the forefront of enabling the tokenization of assets with enhanced security, speed, and compliance, revolutionizing business operations and financial markets. ABRDN, Archax, DLA Piper, Toko, Red Swan, and many more are all building through the Hedera Guardian, which is an open source platform. The future looks amazing for Hedera. You know, they call that a $30 trillion market. The World Economic Forum said it's a $770 trillion market. Now I've seen other people saying it's $850 trillion market. Hedera only needs to capture a very small percentage of tokenization, and HBAR will easily surpass 3 digits. That's why I said I'm never planning on selling any of my HBAR. I think we're going to see a very high-priced HBAR in the future. I think it's all going to start in 2024. We're excited to announce that Amplify Link, the all-in-one platform connecting artists with superfans, is bringing 100,000 plus artists and their millions of fans to Hedera as it transitions from Web 2 to Web 3. I actually missed this one in the past, and it was definitely worth mentioning because Amplify is huge, and it's going to bring a lot of new investors into Hedera as well. You got to remember, when the fans come, they'll start to realize what Hedera is. They'll realize that HBAR is a cryptocurrency that they can invest in. And it's always an announcement at first, but it will lead to growth later. You know, everybody always expects the price to move once a major announcement is made, but that's not how crypto's been working recently. We had absolutely massive announcements around Hedera all throughout this entire bear market. Happy Monday, fam. Human psychology is a funny thing. I truly believe that once we firmly leave this price range below a dime, that we may never see these prices again. DCA and do your own research are your best friends. HBAR under a dime, you see nobody lining up. HBAR above $1. Watch how fast people are FOMOing in to this cryptocurrency. Right now, everybody's FUDDing all over these ISO coins. They're FUDDing all over HBAR all the time. But then the price moves. Then all of a sudden, the FUD stops and the FOMO begins. And that's why I always told you, you want to buy the bottom. You don't want to be buying when everyone else is buying. You want to be buying when everybody hates HBAR. When everybody loves HBAR, we'll be sitting at $1.50, $2, $3, and beyond. But you prepare now for what comes later. I really do believe HBAR can give you financial freedom if you don't sell too early. If you continue holding this cryptocurrency, it's going to continue to rise in value. Wait until utility really kicks in. HBAR is going to be a top 5 crypto in the future as well. It's built for it. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.